Good morning there, pilgrims. I am just leaving Burgos. You can see Burgos there in the background. I'm not sure you can even see me in the video, but there we go. It's 6:30 in the morning, and I've already had the chocolate pastry. Oh, I've forgotten the name of that already. The croissant with the chocolate in the middle. They're delicious, and you want to eat them all along the Camino, and then when you get home as well. So I had a quick breakfast fortunately I was surprised that there was a bar that was open right across the street from the largest albergue in Burgos, which is, I'm sure, why they are open at 6. So far, my experience has been that we haven't had very many albergues open that are open early. So that's a little different than Camino Frances would normally be. In the past, I've usually been able to eat at 6 a.m. if I wanted to. Just leaving Burgos at 6:30, and yesterday I spent most of my day walking with Gorka from Pamplona. Gorka is obviously grown up right on the Camino his entire life, and he's walking his first Camino, started in Saint Jean, and so it's good to get to know him, and we laughed and talked about culture. He's a pastry chef and a exercise instructor, Pilates instructor, and is making his way to Santiago. And I think we will probably meet him some more. I think the group that he is with, there's about 6 or 7 of them that walked 40 kilometers the day before Burgos to be able to, I guess, just to get into Burgos earlier. And so they've kind of caught up with the little group that I've been walking with most of the time. So in that group, I've got some new folks to get to know. I think I mentioned in my video yesterday morning that Mark was in that group as an American from the DC area. I think he said he's in Arlington or something in Virginia. So Mark will soon be entering seminary. And then I also met a man named Bert. I think his name is Roberto, but he is an older gentleman from Texas, so catching a few more Americans in there. And then a great group of international pilgrims as well. Giacomo from Italy and Nora from Italy, who we have given a trail name since her birthday is on the feast of St. James. We've decided that she's now Jamie on the trail, which I guess I should say that Patrick, our Irish multi-Camino man, has dubbed me Padre, which I think is quite hilarious since I'm not Catholic and spending so much time in Spain. Then Maria is from Denmark, so another Danish pilgrim. And all ages in that group. Several of them are younger. Bert is older than me for sure. And Mark is, I would guess, younger as well. I'd guess he's probably 30 or so. Great to meet some new pilgrims, and looking forward to getting to know them better. Today we're walking 30 kilometers out of Burgos, entering the Meseta in earnest, and so that's one of the reasons that we've gotten up early. It's going to be fairly warm today, about 84 degrees Fahrenheit by the end of the day, so it should be a good long day. Well, I didn't say this in my last video, but yesterday as Gorka and I were walking together, which I should say, we're going to, we made a video teaching the alternative route into Burgos. So those of you who have wondered if there's a way to avoid walking the road into Burgos, there is a great way. It's not particularly well marked, but I made a video yesterday with Gorka as we walked through the river route into Burgos, and it was quite beautiful. So that was nice, but he and I were walking quite fast, and I think I realized later it was probably faster than he wanted to go because he has some foot pain, and it probably was faster than I should have gone. And so I've got a pretty bad blister on the back of my heel. It's funny, yesterday I was sitting in the albergue, and I started to notice that there was something on my foot, and I looked down and it was a blister the size of a quarter. Usually you have a blister that large, you know you have one because it hurts, but it really didn't hurt very much yesterday, and I thought maybe this morning when I started moving it would go away, but now it's pretty clear as I've walked, I don't know, a couple kilometers maybe, that this blister is going to be here, and it's not very, it doesn't feel very good. So updates on that soon, and I hope that it's not going to be a bad problem today and that I can keep it from getting worse. So part of the Camino. Well, hello there, pilgrims. I am about 17 kilometers into my walk now. As you can see from the images around, we are clearly into the Meseta now. Just wanted to check in and let you know I was a little worried about that blister this morning, but as they often do, if you have cared for them, the pain of that is gone. And I can kind of feel it on my foot, but isn't really a concern at all for walking. And so I'm just out here for the heat now. I've done 17K, I'm going 13 more to Hontanas, and looking forward to making the way. And actually you can just see over my shoulder here that we just got a glimpse, just this moment, of the village of Hontanas. It's where I'm going to have lunch and a break before we move on. I'll see you soon. Well, I am on the last 9 kilometers of my day today out of Burgos, and it has gotten very hot. It's about 85 degrees, I think, Fahrenheit. And I will say that the umbrella, this is the several days now that I've used the umbrella in the sun, and it may be a secret to the Meseta Camino. I'm actually, even though it's quite hot right now, I'm fairly cool, especially because there's some decent breeze. It's not so much breeze that it's blowing the umbrella around, which if it gets too windy, I have had it fold up on me once. So you know, it's it's a nice gift when it's very, very hot out here, and I still have quite a ways to go today. So a couple more hours of walking. I don't anticipate any concerns, but a couple more hours of walking, and then we'll arrive in Hontanas. So hope they be able to give you some good views of the Meseta today. Peace. It's been a very hot day. It's about 86 degrees Fahrenheit, I think, today. We've been walking 30 kilometers, about 19 miles or so, I think. And it's been a long day. We're in the Meseta now, and so long stretches of 10 kilometers or so without water or stop. And honestly, this is one of those days where I'm out here going, why did I ever do this? Why do I do it? I've been back multiple times, and why do I just keep coming back for something that's actually quite painful and quite hard? And I suppose that part of what makes Camino beautiful, and part of what makes it epic, are days like today, because honestly, it's a day that I'd rather not be out here. But I should say, after walking 30 kilometers, I just walked into my town for the night. It's Hontanas. Hontanas is kind of hides behind the hill until you're right there. So I'm here now after 30K, and I suppose that nothing is broken, nothing is injured. And so after making it, I think these are the days that make that final day walking into Santiago so beautiful.
Estamos en Santiago, tomamos 3, 4